Hello and welcome back. Right, we have our mini BGA to feed. We truly do. Yeah, we are getting down on money now. We cannot plant the orchard. Well, it's under orchards, but yeah, we cannot plant our vines until next year, till March. So let's get cracking. We have potatoes to put into our production. Now, did I switch our production on? That is the question. I doubt it. It would be the last thing I didn't. So activate. I'm going to activate the lot. I know there's nothing in there. Right, so then potatoes. Let's feed it. I think it should take all of it. No, nearly all of it, if I remember rightly. 75 tons, I think, is its storage level. Oh, I don't know though, is it? That is a point. Yes, I'm not sure with potatoes. I've never done potatoes in it. I've only ever done silage, really, so far. Everything else seems to have a limit of 75 tons, so it seems to me to suggest that 75 tons would be the limit. And I would imagine let's check the animals. That is the most important thing we need to do. Yeah, they're all straw. Yeah, everything's good. Fantastic. Yeah. I think we shall leave this for a more suitable tractor, truthfully. Although it can do it, as we've just seen, it is a tad cruel, I would say, when we have a tractor that's built specially for this type of task, in my opinion. Also, we can show the class colours off to best effect, because, yes, class and a class. Right, let's get cracking. Now, shall I time-lapse this? No, there's not much for us to do really. It's just we'll have a nice saunter and a nice chat about where things are going, and well, we can see where production slurry yard. This is our first business, as well as that. Well, it isn't really our first, is it really? That's the point. Back. Now then, we shall have a look when this is fully in to see how much of the bar is actually that we fill as first. Okay, now that to me suggests that there is not that much. Oh, my smart TV is doing its stupid thing again. Oh, do you know? I'm hoping it's going away. Have to do something. This is annoying. I know you can't see it, which is a blessing, but it is. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's gone. God. Every now and again, it just of its own volition, without the keywords, it just try this, but I don't think. It looked to me like we were nearly done. So it's not 75 tons of potatoes. Quite excited, I've never done this. that was then. It's the tree we chopped down. Like a strange fence. Okay. Oh, nah. 35. Okay, so half of the smashing. I'm going to fill this up again. September. Did we have a look what was on special today? That is all I want to know. I believe we did. That citra is very good value. We have already got a cedar, 4 metre. Let's stick these back for now. We shall see how the mulching is going. Yeah, I think I could do with a second one of those, if I'm honest. It's a big enough field that is going to take some time. I'm trying to think. Mind you, there's no rush. We can... we know the fact it's going to continue going through the night, so we could actually go through our winter. Yeah, because we've got to feed the cows and everything as well. Right, we are going to do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do it till 9. We still have some sort of flickering, slight orange flickering on the August, which I'm not used to seeing now. I thought I'd got rid of that, but no. Right, we'll get on straight with the animals. Brilliant. Right, so what do we need? A bit of everything, it looks to me. A bit of everything. Right. If I remember rightly, we leave... I think we did. I'm sure we did. Let's have a look. There should be a tractor in the... Okay. Let's have a look. I thought I'd left the trailer in there. But I thought I'd also left the tractor on it. Which I did, so why did that... Okay, we need to fill this up. Right, I think we'll go full TMR. Because that's... yeah, it's not a very big trailer anyway. What's that on potatoes? Always manage to go the wrong way. Always. Fine, I've got a trailer fill limit on. I can't have because these are... yeah, they're very small. 3.5 ton limit, 4.5 ton limit. Sorry, talking rubbish again. Right. Do love these little trailers. Oh wow! That's taking the whole shebang. How much are we going to need? Ooh, could do a tad. Okay, no, that's... no, we're going to leave it there, definitely. So that's the animals done for today. Mulching still going on. October, we didn't check what was on sale. Nothing new, only old. Right, let's have a look. How did our production go? 20 odd grand. And how are we looking in there? We've only got 3 tons of, and we have digestate as well. Excellent. Now, did we? I can't remember if in our garage we did buy. We didn't. No, we were leaving it for the. Yeah, that's all right then. Let's go and get some more potatoes done. Rinse and repeat. Ah, that actually sympathetically matches what happens over there. Right. Well, I didn't realise that. Should they be linked like that? I would have thought they were totally separate. Is this another weird glitchy? Well, that field's coming on. That's not going to take long now. I do love this, it's very beautiful, it really is. So we need to be buying ourselves the junior, I would say, would be perfect. We've got our milk and water one. Well, no, it's only water, that is. They need spraying. That we can do. I'm sure we can, he says. We can. He says we can. Can we? Do you know, I hate this. My memory is shocking. No, we haven't got a sprayer at all. No. Okay. I don't know why I brought them back, but we're going through the winter, so it's obvious we can, yeah, jump them tomorrow morning if we're full. Being silly now. Right, sprayer. And digestate. Once everything we've got that we're doing is processed, of course. Now then, that is a point. I was actually going to do... So today is actually the planting season. Right, okay. Yeah. It's a good job we looked. I did say I was going to do something with straw, so we can put the straw into the... That was the whole point in doing it. Yeah, we weren't going silage because we haven't got any silage. Right, so then we need to be getting our... We do, but... Let's have a look in the garage. How much is our seeder? What horsepower requirements? 100. Oh, a little. That can do it then. I do love using this. Now then, that is a point. How will it cope with the front box? Let's stick the back on first. It's the only thing that is a little bit weird. It is fairly, I mean, it's 2.9 tons, it's light for a tractor, but not where you would think it does a nosedive on almost anything. I think this is not going to work, but because it's got a back weight as well, I'm going to try. Oh, swing. I think we're going to go out. Ooh. Let's try and do that a bit better. Yes, I'm not sure this is going to work, even with that back weight. Once. Ah, it knows it can't plant because there's no seeds. You need to put that in first. That's why it's not giving you a choice, Mr. Smith. Get with it. Right. Going the right or the wrong way? Usually the wrong. Oh no. Wheat. Wheat will do. Should we go barley? No, wheat will do nicely. It will. That is also the point. What have we... Yeah, we did have how much oats and wheat? Oh wow, right, okay. And I believe January and both January. Lovely. Okay, so that's what we can't miss. Wow, perfect timing. We could really do with 2 of these, definitely. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, and I know. Let's jump into the tractor because I would say that they're about to finish. Let's just finish these corners off that they always miss. So this doesn't have it down on the floor. Right, get these corners done. Go grab another one from the shop, another set of what we've got, and we shall set a team of 2 going because this is a big field. Yeah, it would take an inordinate amount of time. Yeah, actually that's a point. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at something actually. See how much the cockling is. It's a 6 metre, but it also cultivates, because it really is a cultivator that has been turned into a seeder. It makes more sense, because we have really got to cultivate this if we're going to go with that option. Yeah, we've only got the one cultivator, haven't we? Right, mulching done. Tick. Right, now then, do we set the cultivator going first? Let's have a look at costs. We're not lavishly in the money. Let's have a look. We've only got one cultivator, haven't we? Yes, we have. So we've got that. So we could buy another one of those. They are very reasonable. And we have... Actually, that is a point. Have we got any stone? No, we've not incorporated that, so we're not going to. We don't need to plough. Let's have a look first then. Let's go what we did say, the cockling first. I think it's actually under cultivators. Oh, is it? Or might it be? It should still be under cultivators. Because it is first and foremost, but I'm not sure. It'll probably be... Okay, let's look under seeders then. Should be in here, really. Aha. go, 44 grand. I know we can buy our other one, but that actually allows no-till. I think it makes more sense. It's almost... We could... Yeah, I think it does make a lot of sense, actually. I've never seen anything else that will match it. And it's very reasonable too. Yeah. Let's go for it. We will. We'll stick with the colours it's got, actually. It's very nice. Right, okay. As well as matching our Valtra very nicely. Let's go grab that. And we shall set that going, so we don't need to worry about... Yeah, this is my first no-till. I always went no-till on FS19, always. This is the first time I've actually been able to do that. In fact, it's funny, but the cockling actually escaped my notice. It was only when, by mistake, I had this drop on my... Oh no, which Let's Play was it? That's a challenge, Mr. Smith, for your memory. Which Let's Play was it? No, it wasn't Hobo's Hollow. It was definitely not. Maybe one of those that I've just knocked on the head, one of my little ones. I don't think it is though. Is it Greenlands? It might be Greenlands. Yeah, in fact, yes it is. It's Greenlands. So memory does work sometimes then. Right, yes, I got it on special offer one morning for 15,000, 60% off. So yes, it was then that I realised it was not that expensive even to buy it brand new, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking, of course. It's pretty much wiped us out presently, so yes. Also, I think... Yeah, we're going to need the sprayer as well. We're going to have to buy the cheap one that I often buy, the Unia, the Pilmit. Alright, now fun with the window. Oh my life. Seriously? Actually, I think we're going to be sensible here as well. Yeah, that's still a tad tricky. Okay, right, well it's got the right thing, and this will allow us to do all in one. I'm sure this is fertiliser as well as seeds, I'm sure it is. Yeah, split box. That will be a nice place to be, again. Yes, we may be seeing quite a lot of this, definitely. A manufacturer I'd never heard of until FS22. Yes, the jockey. Excellent. Right, let's get this filled. Yeah, can we afford? That is the point. We are fast running out of funds, as is the want. I did say this a long time ago. I didn't know it would do this. Always does at the beginning of a Let's Play. It's like a bleed that can't be stopped. It really is shocking. Oh, okay. It is only seeding then, there is no fertiliser. That's okay. I'm not used to it anyway, yet. Right, we could, I suppose. Can't set this up two ways. I reckon we'll go traditional worker. No, we won't, because I'd have to cultivate. Yeah, we will set a new course. Sure, we'll let it trundle along. Right. Courseplay. Let's create job. And 6 meters, number of headlands, height 2. Generate. Save. In 27, it's in the right ones. Oh, we've already got 6 meter. We don't need it. We just need to load the course. Okay, let's try that again. Being as it's a 6 meter 2, clear, load, activate. Oh, now that was a fluke for once, I've got to say. Let's get the other tractor out of the way. Oh, that is so nice to be able to literally cultivate and at the same time. Amazing. Now I think for now, being as we haven't got plans for that we are going to, yeah, right, we will. We're going to do the same on that. Let's grab our class. And we are going to cultivate with our little cultivator. We are. While the cockling gets on with that field, I'm trying to be good as well with my precision farming and do the scanning and the fertilising when the leaves are grown, you know, later growth stages when you're supposed to do it. You can do it straight away. I think we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Are we going to time-lapse it? I doubt it. It's a tiny, weeny little field. You don't get much smaller than that. You really don't. So, I am not. I'm going to chatter. Here we are. Yes, because this is going to take all of a minute, I would say, at the very most. An up and a down and in the middle. And I reckon that's it. We're done. Yes, we should wheat this for now, I think. We could extend it, but I think for now we'll leave it as it is. To do a bit of cleaning up with the jockey as well. There'll be corners, smooth corners. That's the only downside to using the smooth function is that particular thing. Ooh, maybe 2 actually. It's not quite. Yeah, tad. It is a tad as well. May have been out by a few seconds on the minute. Yes, I thought we might do this in 1, and we would have been close, but oh, it's nice to get all of our farming gear out. It is. I think we're going to seed ourselves as well. Doing second round, just starting now. Right. Oh, we'll switch the engine off a minute, that's not hurting. We have wheat selected. What are we going to do ourselves? Are we? We're going to. Yes, we are. Yes, why not? I think. Right. Let's get cracking then. Oh, we're going to time-lapse this. Not so much. No, this is another one that's not really going to take us forever, is it? I'm quite pleased with that, managing that front box. I didn't think it would. Obviously the weight of the back is... oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Can't really tell from the weightage. Let's just, yeah, we'll go from one side to the next, I think. Yes, do me. We'll rinse and repeat that, I think. It says as he's wandering further out. Just going to take forever if you don't keep your lines straight, Mr. Smith. I know you're not an AI, but I think you can do better than that. Two pallets of honey now. Yeah, not quite right. Let's try that again. Do straight rows because I've had to go round. I was wondering a little. It's not actually me. That is, yeah, the equipment. Probably is the weight of the. We can actually drop the front box somewhat. That may assist. Oh no. Lift the back, not the front. Well, this isn't going to take as long to do, is it? But I just thought it's extra. Yeah, we're not doing anything with the field just yet. We've got our productions placed, our initial ones, and with our money hemorrhaging as it is doing. And yes. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to need, yeah, when the... Let's have a look at the production, see how that is doing, because it does process at quite a pace. Oh, not that quickly though. Right, smashing. Let's get that a bit leveler. Let's be wasting any. I think one up, maybe one down if I'm very fortunate. No, slightly a tad much. It's going to be a bit of a narrow bit missing by the look of that. Yeah, not quite. Yes, I was just thinking out loud then. I was thinking about going manure and that for this, but we've already bought the thing, so I'm not going to do that. That would be wrong. Why is that not reversing? Yeah. Well, it's going to be very narrow. It's a shame. Oh well. Narrower in places. One last row. But it did admirably. 4% on the seeds. Oh, I can see that. That's brilliant, actually. I didn't think I'd be able to see it very clearly, but yeah. Now that is a point, actually. Will this... I think I should have limed beforehand. Oh, I've seeded. Yes. I should have done. Don't think it'll let me do it now. It's very particular. Oh. Stick the slot back in. Will it let me do that down? Let's lift it. Let's be sensible. Cultivator one's in that one. Seed it, and we've got to make room for the cockling as well. So if we're clever, we could drop that there, I think. how much is the permit? 16,000. And right, let's go grab that. So the cultivator. We shall see. I think I'm sure I've tried this somewhere in the deep recess of my brain. My memory is like going, no, this does not work. That's what I'm being told. And I think I am right. But we shall try. We shall. Okay, we need to stick the weight on the front. Do you know, it is annoying me. Let's drop that down. But let's not drop it in front of there. Let's drop it in front of one of the... I always forget with this shed. That's why I do love these easy sheds. The overhang. I don't ever use it. I could always put that in front of one of the posts. And I'm not taking up any space at all. Right. Weight on the front. Now this should be, if any tractor can cope with this, it would be this one. Right, let's get that out then. And let's stick some lime on. Let's see if it will. On both, actually. Yeah, because I'm seeding on them both, aren't I? Right, let's try. I'm sure it won't let me do it. Well, there you go, Mr. Smith. You are totally wrong. Those. Yeah, the only thing I hate about liming, I think it's when it's grown I'm thinking of. Yes, that might be actually. Well, yeah, it's literally only just planted, isn't it? I think it's if it grows, you're not allowed to. It doesn't like doing that now. So yeah, it's me. I'm almost remembering right. I do like this. It's weird with FS19, I'd got to the extent that I didn't ever think about anything anymore, whereas now, with FS22, obviously a lot of things are similar, but a lot of things have changed a lot. So yeah, things aren't clicking, as in like they're not fixed. You're starting to think about things, and with my memory, that is, yeah, I think we're going to need a top up. That's a point. Poplars. I don't know, do they? I would imagine they're the same as any other crop. Just I've never done them before. Or not in FS22 anyway. I think I did them once in FS19. Sure I did. Right, let's get that. Yeah, we will have a look on the map. And we'll go and do our little field. I think we'll alter the width though. Don't want to be wasting any more. Let's have a look on the map at Precision Farming. Soil types. pH. That's interesting. We've just done that and it's, yeah, not perfect, is it? Yeah, but then, yeah, everything needs it, definitely. Wow. Now then, that is a point. I don't think we've got narrows. No, yeah, that is true. Can we have narrows fitted? It is a bigger tractor. And yeah, it's one of the mid-range tractors that you would have expected to be able to do that. It would be useful. It's not going to be it's not going to break the bank. That's one thing that... Oh, okay. Not quite in the range. Now it does the... I don't know if you've all noticed the clicking noise it does on most of these when things go in range. Let's customise. Narrows. Oh, horrible gangly ones. Oh well. Yep. Right, let's see. I don't think we're going to need... No. Change width. 36? I think... Let's try 30. Let's try 30. Probably totally wrong. Usually am. Yeah. No, just trying to think back to what I watched Disturbed Simulations video on this thing. And yes, I don't know enough to know if there are some things that don't really care that much about either fertilising or liming. Well, yeah, it's not bad actually. Oh, I've got to give you two. That's not bad at all. That's almost perfect. You do have moments, Mr. Smith, when you surprise even me. Yes, that was very lucky. Yes. If he'd have gone one size smaller, I don't think that would have actually done the job. Yeah, I didn't want to go on his field, even though I think it's withered crop, so I don't really think he would have been moaning that much, but hey-ho, let's be good. Right, let's finish that. I reckon we could just about do that with what we've got. Oh, I don't know. Let's give it a shot, being as you think that you're doing well today. Oh, we need to, yeah, we do need to alter the width again though. Yeah, I think full again. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. Wow. I think even that, as big as this field is, I think two... Yeah, I reckon two of them would be ideal. We can't afford them now, but I'm talking long term. When our productions and silage, digestate even. Yeah, when we sold that, that is, yeah, we're gonna have to buy the junior, I think, unless we're gonna go small. No, I don't want a 12. You can get the little ones, but imagine, is that? You know, I've never done that. Let's do it. I'll probably regret it instantly, but let's try doing that. Let's try engaging this sort of right. That's a bit big, I think. Oh, yeah, a tad. That is as well. Well, you do have your moments. Yeah, you were right. That's twice in a trot, Mr. Smith. Do not let it go to your head. It won't happen frequently. Put this one down in the history books. This one time you did actually do it very well. I'll even say very well. Because yes, you don't get much closer than that. Excellent. Even finishing your corners off. Well, almost. Come on, let's yeah, make it full house. Oh no, it doesn't want to do it. So right, that's smashing. That's one of those things I think we need to, yeah, one of the finishing touches. Otherwise, we're gonna have lots of little bits in the corner missing and stuff. Right. I think. Yeah, we have the other. No, again, I don't think that matters. It doesn't. I remember. Look, the grapes and that doesn't make any difference. You just literally, yeah, they're a bit of a strange one. Yeah, we will do a full one because it's not worth it. I think I've got loads on hand and I haven't. We'll stick this in front of the cows so we know. Okay, brilliant. go. Right, fertiliser, we are going to wait. We're going to do the fertiliser properly. We are. But we may as well, yeah, let's refill it. Oh no, we won't. We'll be good. Because everyone always says it's naughty to do that. It, yeah, damages the equipment. Let's have a look. How are we doing on field 27? Well, that's everything. Oh, we've even partially done 29 for the for our neighbour. Then Elizabeth, how are you doing? Quite a bit to do still. I do love this. It is absolutely amazing. I think, yeah, definitely think we'll be using this again. Is there anything we can do? Weeds growing and it needs rolling. Right, that is a point. Actually, I am being silly. We can be getting on with the rolling, can't we? No point in getting something that the workers can use and then not using it, I say. Right. And yeah, I do think I now note I am not using this as just, yes, me and the Rex. Yeah, I've got a healthy respect for this little tractor. Yeah, I did use it extensively on my Horbeleron, so yes, we are old friends, being reunited, that's all I'm saying. And it's a good little tractor. Hearty little thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh, hang on, have I done that thing where it goes into the back of the wall? Oh no, I'm actually, yeah, the Batwing and me are... Right, I know what I'm gonna do. No, I didn't mean to do that, I wanted to drop it. Stick the scanner on, not as a scanner, but as a weight, because it does have a small weight on it. Ah, not quite right, Mr. Smith. See, you've broken your perfect score now. Well, I did know it wasn't going to last. Give me some credit. Right, okay. Ooh, about perfect. Let's lift it. We don't want to be... Should we do this manually, I say? Shall we? No, we shan't, because I'm sure there's going to be other things we find. The AI's better at knowing what's been done and what's not. I know when I'm beaten. Great job. And open generator. Headlands 2. And generate. This is a 8 meter. Is it not 8.1? Okay, not that that matters. Right. Save 8.1 meters and excellent. Oh, let's put the scanner down as well. Very, very efficient. Right, what's the cockling doing? I'll have a look on the map in a minute to see what's... Wow, not going to take very long at all. Aha, now this is the young lady I think that I often get mixed up with. It is a young lady as well. It is, but you can prove this. It is definitely a young lady, because if you look at the names, it's Elizabeth. See, that proves it. I was on Hobo's Hollow yesterday with this young lady, and I was noting and saying it was a young lady, but in the video playback it didn't particularly look like it was a young lady, but it is, because the computer knows it is, because she is called Elizabeth. So you see, I'm right again, 3 times on the trot for the win. Then we just need to do those corners. I think this is the last one, so we're going to stick in this and we'll go and do the corners. And we also need to, yeah, we could be, let's grab the pill mitt, I think. Sprayers. I would have really liked something else. yeah, I'd like to show other things, but it is an amazing. We will definitely buy it. We need it. Right, no, we are about to finish. We'll crack on with this. Then we'll grab that in a minute with the Voltra. Actually, I think. Why is that? Hang on a minute. I don't want to lower the weight. I want to lower the... Just try being on the right thing, Mr. Smith. You've really seriously gone and lost all... Yeah, that's it. Totally lost it again, in my eyes. Let's lift it. Let's be professional. Let's lift it while we do this. Right, one more little tiny bit. I think it's a little tiny tad that I've missed just here. Smash it. Let's do the others. Let's wait for our Elizabeth. I haven't got around to naming them after Star Wars characters just yet. She's still on the headlands. I can get away with this now then. There was a tiny little tad, but yeah, we're not aiming for perfect, we're aiming for good. That's all I'm going to say. We'll have a look on the map as well in case. That's the only thing I hate about liming is you can't see very well. You can see to a degree, but it's not. There we are, I see the line. Very good, I'm lifting it, I'm not dragging it around. I'm trying to be good. Right. Yes, I could get used to my things being no-till. Yeah, I did always go for no-till on FS19, always. So it's nice to see something. I was beginning to think Giants were actually banning it. Right, now then we are getting seriously, yeah, can we even afford to fill the pill nits? That's all I'm going to say. Right, wow, that is a big field. We've certainly got through some seed. Right, that one there. We made room for it. I've really made a mess of the back window now. It's in the right mess. I've pushed it, pulling that roller out. If we're clever, I should be able to put this at an angle. I would like it to be undercover. Ooh. Let's try that again. Ooh, okay. Right, pill mitt. Let's go grab it. The Unia. Yes, we'll get the AI to do this again for not the reason that it is very good. Wow, it's not coping with that weight on very well. It's better at... No, let's use my wheels. I shall actually. I should do this myself. We're going to preemptively spray. It did say it was weeds were growing, but we should check. I do like to... now then, that is a point. Let's drop that again. Fuel. I think we need to grab some fuel while we're this close as well to the fuel station. I don't think we'll be plating a MartinN as we are this close to the gas station, as the Americans would say, or the petrol station, as us English would say. Even though most cars are diesels now, but we still call it the petrol station. Yes. Ah, interesting. Okay, that's interesting. It's not actually working. Okay, well in that case, I am going to be going for an old friend. Yes, we shall use the diesel barrels that I have used on a few Let's Plays as my main fuel point. Excellent. Brilliant. Well, we are still hemorrhaging money. We still are, definitely. We need to lease now because we can't afford... Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe if we go for the smaller one, as I was saying that we might. I think we may do. I've got flickering. Let's get this. Right, yeah, that needs spraying as well. Right, I am going to go into a time lapse because this next bit is going to be a bit odious. It is. We're going to be literally out at this for some time, I should say. So, I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, that didn't take us long. It really didn't. We will get rid of that tree at some point. We will, definitely. Right, absolutely amazing. So, now we need to see if we can afford... I might go for the H2 Studios ones. I don't have used it on my Estancia Sao Carlos. Yeah, one Let's Play that really never did take off at all. Can we? I think we can. Stick that in this one at an angle, I think. Yeah. Definitely need more sheds. Definitely. Now then, let's do a better shed than that. Let's go out a bit further. And we're going to knock the front loader. Ooh. Excellent. Let's have a look. Now, how are we doing? How is Andy doing? Looks like... Ooh. Yeah, not much more. Yeah, another couple. Excellent. Cracking job. Let's have a look in the... No, I'm not sure. Is it under trailers or miscellaneous? Let's look in trailers first, because that's what you'd expect it to be, but it might be under miscellaneous. For the TLX 2020. Can't remember. I think it is. Guts tells me it is. Yeah, the one I would like would be the Tanker Junior, but we have got long since gone past that kind of money. Ah, no, it is. Yeah, 5 tons. I'm not going to go Unreal. We couldn't afford to go Unreal anyway. It does do. Yes, it does. We are going to. Multi-product tank, 5 tons limit. We're going to not have anything special to begin with. 5,500. Okay. I thought it was less than that, but hey ho. Let's drop that. Yeah, in that first bay with the sprayer. Although technically it's straddling 1 and 2, so yeah. Yes, let's change its wheels back to normal, I think, now. If I can find the toolbox. Standards. Indeed we will. Right, let's go grab that. I'm not going to do the digestate yet. That's the wrong way, and this is the bad way because there's a tree in the way. Remember. Just about squeeze past, I think. Really don't want to make that mistake again. It's a bad way. Got poplars planted. Not to be doing any damage. Yeah. Not quite got my bearings yet. I'm quite pleased with the roads. Yeah, it's one of my best efforts. Yeah. I would have liked to put some of the watermarks on, but I couldn't find them. It's, yeah, very limited palette. Very limited. Now then, let's refuel over here as well. Brilliant, perfect. Do love these. Oh. Smash it. Oh wow, it opens itself as well. Amazing. Now then, I was nowhere near. Right, so then I think, other than fertilising, we have done everything. We're going to let a bit of growth happen, do it properly as we're supposed to do. We'll leave this, we'll go over this side, I think, ready for when all of our potatoes are processed. Let's have a look. I think it's, yeah. Let's have a look in the production. See what we're at. I think we're all worked up as much as possible. 10 tons potatoes, 34 tons steel. Right, I think, just trying to think, let's just grab that off the field. Let's be thorough. Not believing anything out. Smash it. So we have rolled, limed, mulched, and cultivate stroke seeded. All good. We'll have a look on the map. Actually, it says that it's all good. Now that looks fairly good to me. Oh, so I planted 43 as barley. Oh, I must have accidentally clicked the button. It doesn't matter, they both do straw, but yeah, I didn't mean to do them both wheat, but it doesn't matter. It does not affect anything at all, but they're both completely sowed. That's all that matters. Sowed. Whichever. Both completely done. Right, so yeah, let's try and get that back in there. Let's see how well we can do this. About as good as we're going to get it, I think. Get out the Landini. Absolutely amazing little tractor. You've had plenty of limelight today. You absolutely have. Right, so that is everything off the fields. All field work done apart from our vineyard, which, yes, we better draw some money in from there, or we won't be planting a vineyard that's big enough to do that field. Right, milk as well. Let's have a look at milk. Yeah. No, it's not going to be a lot, but yeah, it's not. 2,818. Plenty of food. Right, let's sleep through till the morning. We've done all this. We have everything's done. It is, apart from fertiliser. We need leaves. According to the experts, it's the best time to do it when there's plenty of growth. Should have done all of our weeding if we examine that. Oh, that production did produce very well. Excellent. Oh, the flickering. TV. November. It is also the month that we need to be taking our. Yes, let's drop that in a minute. Oh, and then don't damage your equipment all my life. Now then, how much have we got in? Not a lot, 3,003 tons. But let's be thorough. We shall go and get them all. No, we won't actually. Let's leave that. You never know. Right, so that's processing. We'll leave that processing. Have we got enough growth? Let's go and have a look. When that's processed after winter, we shall get that digested. Let's have a look. Oh, no, you're being silly. Prices. Wheat. Oh, land handle. Okay, let's tag you. Definitely tag you. That is amazing price. Much higher than we could. That's $200 better than €200, and we are on pounds. Let's change the settings to euros. That's all I'm going to say. This will be the last little bits and bobs. We shall, go through the rest of winter next time. It has been a long session, so yeah, I would have liked to have done it all, but I am running out of time, really. Whoa. That weight is so heavy. which is of course the idea. I suppose we could be clever here. We could do what digestate we've got, and yes, it's not a bad idea. Right, weeds. We're going to have to do this in 2 journeys, aren't we? Perfect. Yeah, let's get this ready. Landhandle, where are you on the map? Right up there. Right, we should assist a little bit. We're going to go onto the roads by going around the edge of our field. Yeah, we're not going to go the long way. It is, after all, our field. Yeah, nothing wrong with this. Ooh, except for some of the trees are a bit leany-outy. Now I think we should definitely be able to fertilise. I don't want to forget that to fertilise, as I did yesterday on my hobo's hollow. Right. Aha. There we go. Send you set destination to Landhandle. Just the road leading to Landhandle, I think. And we shall jump into you've still got narrows on. Yes. Let's get the fertilising done whilst they take our first load. That's box clever. We should be able to get this done as well. Ooh. Right, is that enough? Let's top up. Okay, now then, we really need the scanner. We're going to do this properly. It says. Let's grab the Rex quickly. We need the weight off the front of him. I'm sure that weight's going to be heavy enough. I never thought of that. It's only trouble with the class is probably the only one that would get away with this. We should try. Never say never. Maybe just. I'm still not used to fertilizer. Let's try that off a minute, because I can't... Now, I cannot for the life of me see how to... Let's try keyboard. Lift. Okay, let's see if this is... As in, like, it switches itself on, or... Does give me another option when I'm over the field. That's what I'm hoping. Because I didn't never got any option on that. Well, that's a little bit disconcerting. Fantastic. Alright, I think we're going to set a standard work again on this. See if these switch the... Yes, now he can switch it on. Okay, well there you go. He can switch it on, but I don't know how on earth I couldn't. There was no option at all for me to do it. Very strange. That was with the, yeah, keyboard and... Right, I'm going to have to find that out. I don't know, we've got clearance. That's all I'm going to say. It's the only reason I'm not... Yeah, this particular type of... Ooh, my life. Literally. Just... Reward. I don't know why. Is it because we did it in the very month it was supposed to be done, or because we... don't know. I have no idea. Right, so let's send this back home again. Let's get it onto the road. Not sure how good the pathfinding is on the map. They don't always like the little side roads. Let's take it up to the... In fact, you know something, we're going to do this ourselves because it makes perfect sense, because it's showing the map off. Yeah. I know roughly where I need to be going. Yes, that's all he says, show the map off. No, we'll do that some other time, like when it's not autumn, I think. Let's be realistic, it's horrible at present. Let's take it to our yard somewhere. Yeah, if we go to that track. How are we doing? Andy, how are you doing? Well, at least you've got the sensor on, which is better than I did. Let's have a look on Precision Farming. Nitrogen, it's looking pretty good to me. Andy, you've done. You have done. Yeah, I did stop you manually. Oh wow, I didn't take much. Right, we need to do this one. I think we're going to do a worker again, because, yeah, I cannot for the life of me find out how to do that on. Let's have a quick look again. I don't like being beaten. Fold lower. Doesn't make any difference. What's... No, that makes no difference. Change nitrogen reference value. Makes no difference either. Unload. That's with bumpers and everything pressed. Right, okay. Let's hire a worker then. Who immediately switches it on. I don't know. Betty, you've just got to go forward. It's not rocket science. Oh my life. Well, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way then. Technology, hey? Still getting exactly the same green. Do you know? Yeah, I'll have to change the key config so that it literally does. Yeah, that's what we should do. Let's fold that. Oh well. Rome wasn't built in a day, as the old saying goes. Right, stick that to the back. Yeah. Now that's going to throw me out, so I'm going to have to go in to do that. Ooh. That's a point. Do we need to do the... no nitrogen on the trees is perfect. Yep, that's it, no spot on. Excellent. Now then, how is our... Let's pick the right... there, Sarah is just coming. Thank you, Sarah. That was a cracking job you did. We should take over. This will be the last. That's a point. Yeah, we will leave this. I will get it done though. I don't want to be leaving it till next session. Let's sell the rest of our wheat. That is looking a lot more healthy. An awful lot more healthy. Now then, are we going to keep some wheat for chickens? I was toying with this idea. Now then, oats. Let's have a look. Oats is December, I think, isn't it? I think we will keep that for... Yeah, and it is November. Actually, equalish. Yeah. Let's have a look. Who's the best? Oh, a land handle again. We'll tag you. Oh no, I didn't want to do wheat. We'll put that back in. So yeah, I am. I would like to have some chickens. I keep saying it, and it never happens. So we're gonna do it. Why am I could have stopped it. Do you know? Right, last ride of the day. Sell our oats. This can be for chickens. Well, it's nice to see the money heading in the right direction. Let's have a look how our production's doing. No, still, yeah, half of our potatoes left to do. Digest it, it's going up nicely. No. That's the flickering. Smash in. Right, we shall now we know the right way to go, where the little track is to our farm. We shall use that. Ooh, I do apologise for the flickering. I'm going to check my graphic settings again. It was okay. I don't know whether it's re-enabled the foliage shadow setting, which was the one that did stop it flickering. Let's look at the floor, it's safer. Where's it going? It's a shame, I did want to show everybody the map, but yeah. Am I going the right way? I am. It does look a beautiful map, but yeah, just not now is the time to. Lovely bridge. Oh, we can go under it as well. No overtake. Oh, is that not breathtaking? Yeah, we'll leave this at land handle. We'll bring it back next time, I think. It's a good place as any to leave it. Where am I? Wow, it's a long way. Still, it's worth it for the extra €200 per tonne. Yeah, I don't mind going to the far end of the map if that's what awaits us. It's cracking. Been a good productive session. It has. It's nice to see the money going in the right direction now. It really is. I was beginning to worry. We seem to be. We've still not got perfect equipment. Of course we haven't, but we've got some compromises at present. Rome wasn't built in a day. We've got almost everything we need. Yeah, another mulcher, I think, long term. Let's indicate left. Let's remember to switch it off. Smash it. Wow, something on the top of the hill. Production building, I think, by the look of it. We will investigate one time properly when we haven't got this flickering. Ooh, that's a bit of a hill. In fact, that's a lot of a hill. Now, I don't know how the wheat's managed with 36 tonnes. I would imagine very slowly. 18 tonnes, sorry, yes. Will be good. We're not going to cut across, even though I'm tempted. Syndicate. Let's be good. Not sure if anybody's behind me. Very meticulous details, the car park and everything, absolutely amazing. Yeah. And that is where we're going to leave things. Next time we'll bring this home. Just take it a little bit closer to the top, and I think that is definitely where we're going to leave it. Very, very productive session. Back up to 60 odd thousand. We've got the rest of our the energy to sell, and the digestate to sell at the slurry yard with our partner Missy B. So yes, exciting times ahead, definitely. It's nice to see that we are going in the right direction though, definitely. Right, and that's where we're going to leave it. So I'm going to say my words. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.